Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're joining me live for our Rissóis de Camarão. So most of you have probably already prepped the ingredients and you're probably already up to this point. If not, that's okay. Just remember, these videos will be on Facebook. You can always come back to them and you can follow along also. All right, so just to let you know, so our filling is made, it's all cooled, our dough is made, it's cooled. So what I've done now, I've prepped everything. I have my fryer on. My fryer is at 375, could be 365 depending on the heat of your fryer. That's a good temperature, and it says ready, so we're pretty much ready. Okay, so what we do is you roll out the dough. I use my rolling pin. Roll it out to about an 1/8 inch thick. As you can see, it's about an 1/8. You don't want it too thick because then you know, the batter won't cook right. So what I've done is I've used Empanada maker. I found this on Amazon, so it's very easy to get it. Now if you don't have it, you can use a regular mug, do a wide rim mug, and you can also, once you fold it over, you can just crimp the edges with a fork. That works too. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you do it. So I'm going to grab one that's already been stretched out, and you stretch it out to the shape of the empanada maker on the crimp side. You get 1 teaspoon of filling. 1 teaspoon is plenty. You don't want too much, because if you put too much, what's going to happen is it's gonna seep out and the edges won't crimp. So you just go like that, and look at that. That's perfect. See?
Yeah, we definitely recommend
getting
one of these. It definitely saves time.
And you find that it doesn't crimp enough, press it down. Don't be afraid, because this dough's forgiving. Okay, so what I like to do, what I want to tell you is, I like the assembly line. What I do is I form them all first. Okay, fill them, form them, put them on a tray, parchment paper. Okay, then that makes it easy. So then what I do is, I usually have 2 people doing this, but you can do it yourself. You have an egg wash. Right here there's like 4 eggs, a little bit of water. That's an egg wash. And you want to use fine breadcrumbs. So what I do is I always sift the breadcrumbs. As you can see, there's little thick pieces, and you don't want those, because those tend to burn, and you don't want that. You want some nice even coated rissóis. So that's it. Okay.
Do you want to show them how to just use that?
Yes, it's easy. It's
with a mug or that?
With a mug or this. You just place it down very firmly, and there you go. And then you just lift it up. See, it lifts up perfect. And you go like that. Put it right on the empanada maker. Again, it's about a teaspoon of filling. Get a nice piece of shrimp in every piece. Isn't that beautiful? And you just fold it over, nice and tight. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Look at it. And this dough came out really well.
Natalie's asking that she missed the first 2 minutes. What brand of dough is it?
Dough.
So it's homemade.
You mean, this is homemade dough. So you can follow the recipe. It tells you. It's just regular flour. We've cooked it on the stove with take some water, flour, butter. The recipe, again, the recipe's on Tia Maria's blog and in the cookbook. So. And
we posted, for those who haven't seen, we did post the prep video on the timeline for Facebook. So the dough and the filling.
Yeah.
And, so you can watch that for the instructions.
You can also follow it. Eventually we're going to put it on our YouTube channel too. So it'll be on a lot of places for you. That's okay. Well, that's 4. Look how easy this is.
Yeah, I definitely recommend getting one of these.
Empanada maker is perfect. Look, you just make sure that it's wide enough to fit the edges. Just stretch it out a little bit. That's fine. Now there are empanada makers that are bigger. I find this to be a perfect little size for the shape.
Eva is asking, what are you making?
I'm making shrimp turnovers, or Rissóis de Camarão in Portuguese. This is a classic recipe that's served at every holiday, especially at Christmas. You can't have Christmas without these. See, there you go. Look how easy it is. Okay. Now, if you find that the dough is a little wider, just just cut a little piece off. And that's going to be rolled back in.
Helder saying hi from California.
Hi, Elder. How's the weather out there? It must be beautiful, right?
Fatima, where did we get the form? That was on Amazon, right?
The form is, go to Amazon and look for Empanada maker. I got 4 sizes.
Yeah, they come, it's usually a kit with multiple sizes.
Yeah, it's a kit. And look at that. It's beautiful. And if you have any excess, like I said, just pull it right off. And so again, let's talk about the fryer. I like to use a fryer that has a stainless steel a metal pan rather than the plastic. I find that the plastic ones don't regulate the temperature as good. So this one works really good for me. I've used this for many years. So you just go online and find one that says stainless steel or enamel coated, the fryer, electric fryer. You can also cook these on your own stove. Okay, that works too, but you know, you just have to regulate the temperature, put a thermometer in there. It should be like between 365, 375. If you find it's getting too hot, if they're browning too dark, lower it, adjust your heat. It's pretty easy. It just, once you make these a few times, you get the hang of it.
Freddie's here. She says, yummy, my favorite.
Hi, Freddie. I know, these are so good, right? My family demands that I make these.
Yeah, every Christmas.
Every Christmas. And you know what? And no matter how many we make, it's just never enough. There's never any left over. I've made 20 dozen at one point. You know, I give them away. I give a dozen to some family members, some friends.
Dora, where can I buy the form? So it's on Amazon, so maybe we should post a link.
Yeah, we should.
We can post directly where you can get it.
See, you just spread it out. Make sure that the edges go completely over. And then, boom, done. Very easy. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Eva, what's the filling besides shrimp?
Well, some people use chicken also.
No, what's in...
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the filling is white sauce with some sauteed shrimp, a little parsley, a little onion, some spices. Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy. Well, I guess we don't have it rolled out enough, but so again, you can use the cup to form it too. So I'm going to do one more. And so far, as you can see, there's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this piece gave 12. So look at all the dough that I have.
Yeah.
So this is going to give like 6 to 7 dozen. Now, if you want to do half of the recipe, you can go ahead and do half of the recipe. That's good too.
A lot of people from Canada, Toronto. Matt
Hi.
just bought your cookbook for Christmas.
Oh, nice. Hi, Matt. Oh, did you buy the first one? This recipe is in the first cookbook, but the second one has great recipes too. And again, you can find the cookbook on Amazon. It's getting late in the season, so you better. I hope you shopped early, because I know there's a lot of delays with the mailings this year. And you can also order it, and we'll ship it after Christmas. That's fine too. Okay.
Hello from Florida, New Jersey.
Hi.
Christina's from Fall River. Can she get any books in stores there?
Yeah, you can go to Portugal Marketplace. They should have my book. Yeah, they
should have both. Yeah,
they should have both there. And if you can't find it at the stores, just go to Lisbon Blue Etsy shop. I can send you a signed copy. Okay, and Amazon.com too. But Amazon, unfortunately, I can't sign the books because they're shipped directly from the publisher. Okay, so look how beautiful these are. All right, our oil is done. I'm going to show you these 10, and then I'll continue cooking them, and then you can just do your own, do your own recipe. I don't know if you're going to do the whole recipe or half. Just go on. So, and as you can see, this dough, you just roll it up. Nothing is wasted. You're going to roll it again, and you're going to roll it again and form again. So nothing is wasted. Okay?
Yep, you use every last inch of dough.
Every last inch. And then if you do have a little bit of the filling done, that's okay. Just, this is good for. You can make pasta. Mix it into your pasta dish. It's like a shrimp and pasta Alfredo. That's what it's basically like. All right, so now let's get going on this. So I'm going to show you. I do like, you can do like 4 at a time. Okay, let me get
a lot of people purchase your books.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much.
From London, Connecticut.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, I'm so happy that a lot of people enjoy my books. As you know, I really take pride in my recipes, or family recipes, and I think it's important that we carry on our Portuguese traditions. Okay, so don't forget, you know, we want to keep our heritage, and it's important to teach the kids how to cook. And many of you have asked me for lost family recipes because, you know, you never wrote them down because mom doesn't measure and Vava doesn't measure. And so people, you know, enjoy my books because I go into basics. And I try to make the cookbook easy so that the instructions are easy, you follow along easy. So, you know, keep sharing and, you know, visit your parents, your grandparents, and cook the recipes. Write down the recipes. It's so important. Okay, so there's
So you drain the egg right before
yeah,
cooking it.
So I'm kind of like, make sure you drop excess egg. So you don't want that. All right, I'm going to keep these. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just wipe my hand a little bit. All right, so now you're going to cover them in breadcrumbs. Okay, look, see? And it's a very, very light coating of breadcrumbs. Just shake off the excess.
So that's what it should look like.
Yeah, that's what it should look like. Now, I used to help my godmother. She's the one that taught me how to prepare these, all the little steps. And I used to go help her do this. This was my job. I used to dredge all these. Okay, so again, this is an assembly line. I'm taking a shortcut. I normally would have had all of these shrimp turnovers already formed and ready, and then we do things in assembly. We do egging, then we do the breadcrumbs, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry 6 at a time. And I'm pretty sure these are going to come out beautiful because the dough came out perfect today.
So Lisa says, this is one recipe I'd love to try, but it has always seemed so intimidating. You make it look effortless.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Yeah, it's a lot of steps.
It has steps, but once you know these steps, you will get it. You will see. Learn the steps. Don't be intimidated. Like I said, you make fillings in the morning, make the dough in the morning, set it aside. Of course, you have to put the shrimp in the refrigerator. You don't want that sitting out. Yeah. But you want to prep first. Prep is very important in this dish.
Could you do the dough the day before?
You could, but what happens is the moisture the moisture seeps out, and then they get a little bit of too doughy. I think the best way is to do them the same day.
Yeah, in the morning.
Yeah, in the morning. All right, so now we're ready to cook. So let's see. We get a little dish.
Joanna says she makes your recipe every Christmas Eve, and her family loves them.
Oh, you do? You make this? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm so happy. You know, I have a lot of family members that make these too. They try. My goddaughter Jessica, I don't know if she's watching, but she makes these all the time. Of course, Lisa helps me every year too. Okay, so we're going to do fry 6 at a time. So let's go over here. Okay, so what I do, so it's ready. You see it's between 365, 375, and you just lay them out. Okay.
Paula, is the recipe in your new cookbook?
No, that's not in my new cookbook. It is in my older cookbook. I'm sorry, my first cookbook. All right, so I'm going to do 6 at a time. That's usually pretty good. All right, you don't want to do too many because then they crowd. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to show you a little trick that you have to do. Okay, so it's ready. So here it goes. Submerge. Can you hear that sizzle? You know it's ready. Okay, so what you do, you just make sure that they're completely submerged. Okay, just keep submerging, and you keep, if one pops up, make sure it's covered in the oil. And as far as oils go, I always use vegetable oil, a good brand. Don't use generic oil because I find that they come out a little bit greasier. So a good one, that I like is Wesson vegetable oil. I'm not endorsed by them, so I'm not plugging them, but I think that they come out good. And see, so you keep dredging them in that oil.
Jessica's watching.
Hi, Jessica. Are you making these this year? Jessica makes them every year. Our whole family is hooked on these.
Anna was asking if you can use pastry dough.
I've never used pastry dough. I don't know. I've never made them like that. I usually do this recipe, Anna. But I mean, you could try a couple, but I wouldn't. Don't waste, the filling. Don't waste. If you want to try it, go for it. But this is the best way. Okay. So as you can see, they're so nice. They're nice. See how puffy the dough is? This is probably going to take like 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes each. You just keep flipping them over. I mean, I like to flip them over, and I like to do this. I mean, you don't really have to. It's up to you. And if sometimes they do pop, but that's okay. Just pull it out, and then what you do is you save those and you cook them last, and you cook the pop ones together.
Yeah.
They're
those
still
are usually eaten.
Yeah, those are eaten. Those are like samples.
Yeah.
So.
Paula, can you freeze these?
Yeah, what you do is you're going to assemble them, bread them. And I'll show you, once these are cooked, I'll show you what I do. You can assemble them, freeze them in parchment, put them in bags, in freezer bags, and then you can cook them later on. But as a matter of fact, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to prep all of these today. And then we're going to freeze them, and then we're going to fry them on Christmas Eve for the family to enjoy.
Lena, she loves the rooster on the counter. Where can I get one? I think maybe this one she means.
You mean the
utensil
rooster? That was bought years ago. It's just bought at I think it's Home Goods or Marshall's. It's not from Portugal, unfortunately. See, there you go. Look how beautiful.
Lucy, what's the brand of your deep fryer? It's Farberware.
This is Farberware, but you can find a good deep fryer anywhere. Just like I said, make sure it's enamel, stainless steel enamel or stainless steel. And I use this fryer to make pastéis de bacalhau at Christmas also. But you have to find yourself a good fryer. That's important. I know that I've tried making these on the stove, which is fine too. That's fine, but like I said, you look for this color. Look for this golden color. You want them to cook. You want them to cook nicely, nice and golden. They're just about done. Okay. So I'd say another minute. So it probably takes 3 to 5 minutes on each for each 6. So I'm gonna keep frying these. I'm gonna do all of ours. It's
so
about
after
6 to 7 dozen.
Yeah,
right?
after the live, we're gonna crank them out.
We're gonna keep cooking, and send me pictures. I want to see who tried these, and let me know how yours came out. Okay.
Debbie, could you make them in an air fryer?
I wouldn't recommend it because I think what happens in air fryers, they're gonna explode on you. I've never done it, but I know some people have tried baking them and they pop. Because this dough is very tender. Okay, so I think these are nice and golden. Look, isn't that beautiful? So now what I do is I keep them here for another a few seconds.
Fatima, she's from Ludlow. Do you sell them to the public?
Hi, Fatima. Unfortunately, no, I don't sell them to the public. But I think some bakeries sell these.
Yeah, the local bakeries.
That's hot. Look at
frozen.
Now, if you notice, they're not at all greasy. You see, because it's a good oil. They fried at perfect temperature, so they're not greasy. Like some people think these come out greasy, but they really don't. Look how light and airy they are. Look, it's perfect. And you want to look for this golden color. All right, so I'm gonna go get. I'm gonna get 6 more. I'm gonna do the rest. Actually, there's only 3 here, which is fine. So I'm gonna fry these 3. Okay.
If there was a lag, it's back.
Oh, that's okay. All right, so we're live, so please bear with us if there's any any tech
glitches.
Yeah. that happens a lot. Okay, so I wonder what's everybody doing for Christmas? Are you guys ready? Is everyone done shopping? I'm done. I started really early this year because I heard that there was going to be delays and things were going to get out of stock. So I started pretty early, which I'm really happy with. Because now I'm going to concentrate on cooking. Okay. So,
yeah, Christmas Eve we'll post videos and pictures of everything we're making.
Yeah. We're going to do all the traditional. So make sure you shake off those excess breadcrumbs. Because what happens is if you have too much excess, they're going to burn and they're going to fall into the oil. You don't want that.
So yeah, anybody who missed this video, it'll be on Facebook.
Yeah.
As well as the prep video that we posted. So you can rewatch it.
Okay. So now, so they're going to put these 4 back in. So those are cooking. They're cooking nicely. I'm just prepping some things here so I can show you. Now I'm going to freeze these.
So the molds are available on Amazon. We'll post a link.
Yeah.
Joanna, how much oil do you put in the fryer? So I think there's a line that tells you.
Well, you want to have enough right where the shrimp cakes are completely submerged. There's a line here. Every fryer has a line, but as long as they're submerged, it should be fine. Okay, so again, I'm gonna flip them over because you want even cooking. They flip on their own, but you kind of guide them along. And you want to cook these like where you have a fan too, because unfortunately it's oil, so you're gonna have a greasy smell. But that's normal. And I'm not putting the fan on because you won't be able to hear me.
Yeah, it's very loud.
It's kind of loud. So there you go. And you can even, like for those of you that are lucky enough to have outdoor kitchens, do them outside. Of course, in New England we don't. But my California fans, go for it. Or whoever is down south.
Kelly, she says, yum, I can taste them already.
Hi, Kelly. You know, they're so good, right? Stop by, whoever wants to come by.
Yeah.
Come for one. Okay, so let's see. I stopped and had a little break on drinking some Up-Leather wine. Here we go. These Up-Leather, of course it's vinaigrette, goes perfect with these shrimp cakes. Alright, so now...
Fatima, how often do you change the oil?
Well, this oil doesn't have to be changed at all. This oil is going to cook.
Yeah, it's going to make the whole
batch.
Dozen,
6 dozen. And what I do, when I make pastéis de bacalhau, I use the same oil to make the pastéis de bacalhau. So you want to cook the shrimp first, then you cook your codfish cakes in the same oil, and you'll have no problem. So this oil was about probably 2. Oh, let me see the size of these oil. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, I think it's 2. Here it is. Okay. So I used the Wesson oil. I used two 48 ounce. Okay, so that's how much is in this. But you can add more depending if you need more. You can use less too. Okay, so these are almost done. As you can see, they're cooking nicely. All right, so you're almost done. Now you don't want to cook these too fast. If you cook them too fast, what's going to happen is the dough's going to be raw and the filling won't cook.
So this is our old family recipe?
Yeah, this is an old family recipe. My godmother taught me the recipe, but I improvised it. She used to make it with water and the shrimp broth, but I found that doing the white sauce first, it gives it a creamier filling. But I did learn the technique with her, and I used to go to her house, and this is what I used to do. I used to get those Rissóis nice and coated with oil. And you never ever want to use a fork, because if you poke them, guess what? They're going to explode. And you're going to have a mess. You see how beautiful this oil is? It's not greasy. Look at these. Look, there's no grease. It's just very light. Very, very light. See, just a tiny, tiny bit. They're still beautiful. We'll be cutting into one shortly. Okay, so what I'm going to do, these are almost done. So I'm going to turn this off while I show you how you serve these and how you store these. Almost. A little more. So if you do 6 at a time, so let's see, 5 minutes at a time. Let's see. Yeah, I would cook the same way, the meat and the rissóis. Yeah, I would do it the same way. You want to make sure that they're nice and light, lightly golden brown. Cook them slow. Again, 265 to 275 is usually the
375.
I'm sorry, 365 to 375. All right, so these are done also. So I'm going to turn this off because I'm going to take a little break from frying. And then there you go. Look at beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to go back here. I'm going to show you what I do. All right, so once you have these dredged in the egg, then the breadcrumbs, form them, and what I do, I put them on parchment paper, and I put them in this plastic bag. Okay, but I would separate the layers so that they don't freeze together. So and then you just freeze them. These will last you probably a couple months. Should be fine.
Chris is asking, are they good to eat the next day?
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, my family likes them better the next day because they retain the flavor.
Yeah, even cold, they're good.
Cold is amazing. Like if you want to make these, serve them warm, what I would recommend, just stick them in the oven. They get nice, a little crispy.
Yeah.
Microwaving's okay, but they tend to get a little bit mushier. So that works. All right. So let's see. What else could we talk about?
So yeah, so we freeze them.
Yeah, we freeze them. Like that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna assemble, prep, freeze. Well, I'm gonna cook maybe a couple dozen for us to enjoy today, of course. But then we're gonna freeze the rest, and we're gonna cook the rest on Christmas Eve morning, along with the pastéis bacalhau. All right. So I think we're good. Let me cut into one. So you can see. Looks great. It's great. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what they come out like. Look at that. You hear that? Crispy? Ooh, so crispy. Oh, look at that. Look at that shrimp. The shrimp filling oozing out. And the batter is, I'm sorry, the batter. The dough is great. It's nice and flaky. It's perfect. Should I taste it? But it might be hot. That is delicious. Okay, look at, you see how the dough, it's flaky on the outside? That's what you want. Okay? These are delicious. Very good. Okay. So, excuse me. So, I hope you enjoyed the recipe. If you have any comments, questions, send me pictures because I want to see how yours came out. You're really going to love these. This is an exceptional recipe, and I hope you enjoy it.
Joanna's asking, when you freeze them, do you fry them frozen?
Yeah, you can. I would just take them out maybe 5-10 minutes just so so you can handle them better.
Yeah.
And then you fry them frozen. But again, to do my technique, you want to cook slow. Cook them nice and slow. Make sure your oil doesn't, if they get too browned, you're going to have to lower that heat a little bit.
Debbie, what was the recipe name again?
The recipe is Rissóis de Camarão. or shrimp turnovers. So yeah, that's the official name of the Rissóis de Camarão.
So after the video, we can post the recipe from your blog and the link to the empanada cutter.
We'll post the link to my blog, link to where to get the book, and link to where to get the empanadas. And so, like I said, if you missed any of the technique, just go to Facebook and all the videos will be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
On her Facebook page, there's the video for all the prep, the shrimp filling the dough.
Yes.
And then the live video will be there as well.
Yeah, it will be. So, so I hope you enjoy these, and thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for everyone that bought my first and second cookbook. I'm so happy that everyone's continuing our traditions and our heritage. And so I wish everybody a wonderful Christmas. And, love and health, peace to you and all your family. Okay? So, bye.